So I got some screen to put in here. I might not even do a very good job of trimming it because I'm feeling quite lazy. Yeah, I might just pop it in like that. First things first, I'm gonna grab some soil. I'm going to try out this, oh man, I might as well just go to half. This Hoffman's Bonsai Soil Mix. It looks pretty good when I opened it up. It's got plenty of Acadam in there, which I love. And it's really good, I'm not gonna lie. So, you ever seen, I like that, you know? It looks good. Don't know any benefits, disadvantages, anything like that, so I'll go ahead and put a layer of soil in here, keep that in place. I'm not gonna worry about tying this in. Let's see, I got my front. It's gonna be right about here. Yeah. So that'll be nice. Well, I've done some soil on there, and then I'm going to, of course I do that. You know, after an hour and a half of repotting a whole little tiny plant like this, and maybe it's just my inexperience and I'm inefficient, but I just make mistakes every once in a while. So that's where I'm at now, making a couple mistakes. Tuck these all in. I am pleased with where it's at. Very pleased with the plant. I have to do a little snip on this guy right here. There's a little one sticking his head up that doesn't need to be there. There we go. Anybody watching this, I want you to thank Uzi and Nina. They're being very patient. I'm knocking on the door of their dinner time. I started this much earlier. And, well, we've passed their bedtime at this point. Not their bedtime, their dinner time. Also, I haven't eaten dinner. It's currently, I think it's Wednesday. I'm not good with the days of the week because, oops, bumped the camera. I'm not good with the days of the week because I do too much, you know, put it right there. I do too much as far as, make sure the angle's right. I'm gonna look at it myself. I know I'm taking it out of airplane vision. I'll look at it myself. Yeah, that's good. All right. On Wednesday nights, yeah, it's gotta be Wednesday. We've got a great restaurant near here. It's great burgers. That's actually where the young lady, Soraya, forgive me. I know you said people say it both ways. I don't know which one's the way you prefer. That's where she works, the bar manager there. So I used to get a burger over there. She did bartend a little bit as well, but only as a function of her being a manager, and I think because it was kind of fun for her. I don't know her entire motivation, but I know that she did a good job. I assume when someone does a really good job, it's because it's fun for them. All right, so I haven't done a whole lot of packing in, but I'm gonna do a little nestle, just to make sure I've got it where it needs to go. Because I know I'm gonna have to do a lot of mounding on this to get it all buried where I want it. Of course, this is usually the most tedious part, end up being the easiest part, but I'll tell you, not all these trees have easy roots to work with. I would say this one did. This one had very frustrating roots. All those little teeny tiny roots, I don't think they were all from this plant. There may have been another plant's roots that were mixed in there. It's kind of what I find when I do Yamadori, garden dory, whatever you want to call it. Urban dory, garden dory, all that stuff. When I pull a plant out of a garden. So one time I got a grapevine out of a garden. I thought that was really cool because it was, you know, a nice little plant. I've still got it. I don't know if it's alive after this winter. I'll do a scratch test for you guys soon on all my outdoor plants. And I thought I had great roots. I'm like, wow, look at all these fine roots. They weren't from that plant. They were from the, you know, whatever it is, unanimous, the bittersweet vine that was growing a hedgerow around it. So it had very few roots. It was barely hanging on for life. Although grapevines, that's not saying much. They don't really ever barely hang on for anything. They just die or they don't, and they typically don't die very easy. So we'll see if it made it through the winter. It depends on how many roots it was able to get at the end of last summer. I didn't harvest it with any particular regard for the time of year or anything like that because it's a grapevine. Grapevines are a long grapevine too. They're so easy to come by, and I keep bumping the camera, sorry. So easy to come by and so stinking resilient. Here's another little dance. I think I've gotten this soil before. I really like it. I do. The stuff I've been using, and this is new soil too, it's not, reused. The stuff I've been using is good, but it's only good as long as it's not so super fine. This has a little bit of fines in it, but not so much. This has just got the right amount, I think, for the size trees I've got. We're getting there. Yes, we are. All right. I think now I am just poking away at nothing. Do one final double check with a larger tool. Yeah, we got some nice density. I mean, of course, when you're poking with something like this, you're going to upset the things around it, but that's some pretty good density. So, last little scoop to, that was like half a scoop. Last little full scoop to kind of mound it up nice. I do want to make sure I preserve these roots. I'm not trying to make this a showable tree. Just wanted to get out of that big pot. You can imagine going from a pot, pot like this to that. It's a huge difference. I can put this whole thing just like that. That's so big. And it made sense, I'm sure, for trying to thicken it up and grow it, but I like the size it's at. So I'm going to rinse this one more time. I didn't intend to use this black pot, but it's kind of a nice little training pot. Rinse it one more time. I'm gonna bring it back for you guys so you can see it. So we're only 7 minutes into the final part of repotting the Ninebark fireside, but hopefully this will be the best part. I'm gonna fiddle some stuff around so when I bring it back, I can actually show you guys what it looks like. Oof, tighten that too much. So in here. There. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, right, Taco? All right, we're gonna go right there. Be right back with a rinse. So, front is going to be easier to see once I get a little better angle. That's too far. I'm going to push this back. Or should I do that? Well, I should do that. Yeah, all right. We'll just scoot this over so you can see a little better against the white. May not be better for lighting, but, helps to see what you're looking at. Get our front lined up with the camera right about there. All right, so may not be easy to see. There's the general shape of the plant. I really, really, really love that I changed my angle. This stump in the back is probably gonna be a no-go. You can just barely see it peeking out. But I think I really like the idea of having this add depth and this be the main tree. It kind of keeps it windswept. We'll see what grows, but this is gonna go back outside. I've got this little thing under here, the little, drain drip tray, just because it's inside right now, but it's gonna go back outside it will sit on a shelf versus the ground. Now that it doesn't have a 2.5 gallon container it's sitting in. And we'll go ahead and give you a little zoom in, do a little focus. All right, we got our root base there looking okay. Foliage, nice silhouette of the tree. It's a nice little tree. Teeny tiny. We'll just have to hope that it makes it through this, because I have no idea if it will. All right, so thank you for joining me yet again. Sorry this was a 3-parter. If you want to skip ahead to this part, I understand. If you want to see the whole process of how difficult I made it to repot this tree, absolutely start with part 1. So part 3 will be the best place to start. I will do some topside pruning after it's regained some vigor, after the first flush probably. But because this tree had its buds bursting, it was time to put it into a new container. It wouldn't be that I would do that until next year. Again, Ninebark Fireside, I'm Taco. Comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the content today. And hope you folks have a good night. It is now very much nighttime. Cheers.